mic check. Testing, 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 testing. Hold on, let me see if I'm make sure my thing is y'all can hear me. Make sure streamers streamers okay. Testing, 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 test. Okay, we good. Okay. Um. So um, we gonna get straight into it. This stream. We also is playing AC too, so we also playing AC. It's not gonna be that long. It's not gonna be a long segment here. It's gonna be very brief. Um, so me and Hood Stills, me and when you see Hood Stills, you see me. Um, we were just talking about a situation that just happened in what was it, North Carolina, right, Chief? Yeah, we were just talking about the situation about a black man getting hung. So we talked about that. I'm not gonna go, but oh, it was next to a. Oh, that's even. Now that okay. Oh, that's crazy. Hmm. Okay. So uh, I hope. Oh, I don't know if y'all can hear him stream, but basically, I'm gonna translate for him. He said it wasn't in like a wooded area. It was in the but I'm gonna speak for him. And he said it was in like basically like a city, basically right in the city area. That's super crazy. Um, I want, but only thing I'm gonna say with that, I'm gonna be very vague on that and brief because me and him just had a whole talk about this off stream, but since I'm on stream and I'm talking to a way bigger audience, I don't want to spread anything that I don't fully know about. So, only thing I'm going to say, vaguely speaking, is I think it's an agenda behind it, and that's all. That's all I'm gonna say. But I don't want to jump too far into anything because it can be false information, and so I don't want to lead anybody in the wrong direction or have any false or I don't want to spread false information because it's probably not right. Uh, um. So um um aside from that, right? So now I would just like I would like anybody to answer this question or to side with me. No, don't side with me. Just if it resonates with you, it resonates, and you can respond you can or interpret it the way that you um think or whatnot, right? I don't want to say feel. We don't use feel. We're well for the women it's okay, right? However, right. So um I was walking outside, right? I was at my grandmother's house, and my cousin was there. My cousin that's like she's close to my age. I'm older than her by a few months, and she had a male friend out there, right? And I walked outside, chilling, and my grandmother introduced me into him, right? Like this is my grandson, such and such, whatever, right? And just let me know what y'all think about this, right? Tap in if you tapped in, or you come in, watch it later, depending. Whatever you do, just tell me what you guys' opinion on this is, right? Um, so she introduced me into him, and we come back in the house, and I tell her, right? I told her, don't introduce me to nobody. Don't do that, right? it's almost it's almost disrespectful. But I know she didn't understand that, you know. And y'all may ask like, how is that disrespectful, right? Maybe, right? Y'all may ask that. So my reasoning behind it was because if I wanted to introduce myself, right? I introduce myself, right? I, um, I said I would introduce myself. If I didn't introduce myself, then that means I didn't care enough to introduce myself. So don't take it upon yourself to introduce me to that person. Case in point, right? Now, you may go somewhere and you may not introduce yourself. Somebody may look at you like, "Oh, this guy a little weird," or maybe, right? But um, or it can be slight tension, right? Because in a sense that can be looked at as like rude, right? Um, so right, it can get viewed as that. And then also, if you do introduce me to that person, it can be something forced, right? Because I didn't intro it's not or it's not natural. It didn't happen organically, rather, right? Um, because I didn't say, "Sir, what's up, bro?" or "What's up, sir?" or "What's up? Nice to meet you." So if you introduce me to that person, it can still be the same way. Like he ain't say nothing to me. She or he had to make me, you know, he had to make him introduce himself to me. Did that mean that he wanted to do it? Not necessarily, right? Um, so it can still be tension from that. So I'm like, if anything, if I didn't want you, and if anything, it's a lose lose both ways, right? Um, and I told her, and I said this as well. I said, as you being a woman, right, and me being a young man or aspiring to be a man, right, I take the lead on that. If y'all don't know, I am 21 years old, bro. About to be 21 years old. I'm 20 years old, right? I'm a young man. I let me take that initiative to introduce myself to somebody, whether it's guy, girl, no matter who it is. Let me take that initiative, right? Because this is why I say, okay, hypothetically speaking, right? Or not hypothetically, but let me give you an example. Say, for instance, I'm a shy guy, or or I don't really like speaking to people, or whatever, right? And talk and you said something to somebody, and in a sense, you introduced me to somebody, and now I have to, oh, what's up? Because you introduced me now, right? Because then it'd be extremely rude for me not to say anything, right? Because more than likely it'd be like, then if somebody say that's my such and such, then that person more than likely gonna be like, oh, what's up, man? And then for you not to say, so that'd be like extremely rude, and that's not something I would do personally, right? So let's put that into perspective, right? Right. When you f- when you when you force somebody against something they don't like doing, it can be looked at as disrespectful. Let me give you an example. You forcing your friend to smoke weed, peer pressuring your friend. to smoke weed when you know they don't smoke, but you're forcing them to. In a sense, that's what you're implying based off keep begging him or asking him or you know, right? That's what you're doing. In a sense, you're disrespecting that person's boundaries because you don't care that that person don't smoke. You still want that person to smoke. You don't care that that person is a shy person. You don't care that that person is a standoffish person. You know what I'm saying? Respect that person boundaries. If that person standoffish, don't force that or shy, don't force that person to you get what I'm saying? Right. So um and I'm not saying that's me. But just in any case, right? Um so uh that would be considered slightly disrespectful. Even though I know a lot of people may not look at it that way, right? Um and like I said, if you've been a young man, you introduce yourself, right? As a man, as a young man, and as my grandmother being a woman, first off, that's another thing too. It takes away from the leadership qualities that you have as a man naturally, right? It takes away from that because in a sense you're leading me, right? And maybe and it can somewhat be like a subconscious thing within men naturally knowing that you are a leader. Do a lot of dudes, but let me get this right. But let me get this straight. A lot of dudes don't. A lot of dudes don't. I'm gonna be real. But I know but me, I know the essence of men. So um by you being a woman, whether my grandma or not, no matter by you being a woman and you like it's like for an example, if I'm out and I'm with my grandma or I'm with a with any woman, it don't even matter. Just a woman, I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing? This is such and such," opposed to my woman saying, "Hey, this is such and such." Like, no, don't do that. It's almost like emasculation too, right? Because for an example, if you got a woman in a house, right, you living with, she try to lead, she try to lead, you know, which going equals to her being maybe a little more on a masculine side, right? Um, she's first off that'll cause conflict between the two, not physical, but a lot of arguing, right? A lot of misunderstandings, right, between the two, right? If how can I say this? If I if you intro well no 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 if you intro if you leading in the house, right? It's going to be like I said, a lot of misunderstandings, and it can possibly be a lot of arguing under the house in that household, right? Because she's trying to lead, she's trying to do something that you do by nature. That's is what's in your nature to do, right? And by her doing that, it can come off right as disrespectful, depending on if she and how she operates by leading. But most people, when they lead, when they the main ones, when they feel like they making more money or they making a slight bit more money than you, or they doing much, they feel like they are the one in charge, so they feel like they can, or they think that they can talk to you any type of way, or they can say anything, they can talk to you crazy because they're the what they call, we'll call it the breadwinner, right? Or whatnot. So however, when you do that, when you try to take me out of my leadership position, my leadership position as a man that I am naturally, or a young man that I am naturally, it can come off as disrespectful, even though I know a lot of people don't view it like that. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't have that understanding. No. Um a lot of people don't have that understanding. But let me introduce myself. That's that's that that's in the that's my, that's almost like I said yesterday in the last stream. I'm not, as a dude, if I got a problem with somebody, I'm not calling, I'm not telling nobody. I'm gonna handle that myself, right? Same thing. Same thing, but different scenario. If I'm somewhere, I'm going to introduce myself to that person. I don't need you to do that, right? Um, but yeah, so that's mainly it for real. I didn't want to make that segment. I hope that wasn't too long. I was just wanted to be short and quick about that segment. Um, and y'all can leave, opinions. Opinions are accepted. Um, and it's a preference, and it's a preference thing, right? But just know that, or just know, but all I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, when a woman introduce you to someone, it almost, it's like emasculation, because naturally, by nature, as a man, you lead. You don't ever follow. And with a woman introducing you, you're following her lead, because now you're introducing her because she took. Now you're introducing yourself because that woman took lead in introducing you into somebody, right? That woman took lead. You didn't, so you followed. And in a sense, when you follow, it can seem like you're somewhat getting emasculated, right? Or you can feel like the less dominant one in that particular situation. When, as the man, you're supposed to exert the most dominance because you're the leader by nature. So that's all. But like I said, y'all can y'all can now and let me continue. Okay, and this last thing I'm gonna say, before we get to AC. Now let's say if a if a guy introduces you, right? A guy introduces you. A guy introduces you to someone. Like if it's a guy opposed to a woman, right? Now with that, it can also be somewhat looked at the same thing. But is it bad as a woman introduce you to somebody? No, it's not as bad. But is it still somewhat Disrespectful? Yes, kind of sort. Yes, yes. No, not kind of sort of. Yes, it's still somewhat disrespectful, right? To that man, right? Um, because same rules apply. If I wanted to introduce myself to that man or that woman or whoever it was, no homo. When I said man, no homo. Um, I would do that myself. I'm gonna do that. Don't take that initiative for me, right? Because as a man, we can reason with each other more, right? So it can almost be like if every time we go somewhere and you not introducing yourself willingly, and I constantly keep introducing you to other people, it will make you feel some type of way, possibly, because clearly you're not introducing yourself, and I keep doing it for you, even if you don't address it. But when you but when somebody do that, it takes you as a man, you lead, right? Even when you were other men, still be a leader. For an example, if you were other man and they smoking, that don't mean you have to smoke, right? Still be a leader. Still be always lead at all times. All times, no matter if you're around women or female, right? Or women or men, right? If you with your homeboys or you with your girl or girls, females, you always lead. Not necessarily saying be arrogant or be an a-hole, but just lead, right? So if I because as when you a leader, you're somewhat in charge. You're in charge, right? Basically, you're in charge. You are, in a sense, in control. And it's when somebody introduces you, whether it's man or female, it's like somebody is taking that being in charge from you. They're taking that charge from you, and that can still be from both sides. It can still be looked at as disrespectful, but it's more so disrespectful when it comes to a woman, because men, we reason with each other, right? Because that man know that man know let hypothetically speaking, and the only reason I say hypothetically because a lot of dudes out here are not leaders. A lot of dudes out here is bitch, huh? Weak as hell. A lot of dudes out here is weak for real. Like speaking on weak dudes. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. We about to get ready to turn this into another segment because I speaking on weak dudes, right? But we gonna turn. I'm gonna say that. I'm not. I promise. I'm not gonna forget, right? But that man, right? That man knows that. Okay, I'm a leader as well. I'm a leader. I'm in charge, right? And you know, as you being his his homeboy. No, I'm a man. I'm a leader. So by him, so by your homeboy introducing you to somebody else, that makes him feel in charge. But in a sense, you come somewhere with logic, like, okay, I get where he's coming from because he's a man just like me, right? So it's reason there, opposed to a woman. No, a woman, because y'all don't lead by nature. Y'all don't lead. Y'all follow behind us men. Not saying that we're better than y'all, because it's some things that y'all can do we can't do, and it's some things y'all do. It's some things that y'all do better than we can. And it's some things that y'all can do that we simply just can't do, right? And it's things that we so it's 50-50 between the both of us, right? And no, when I say 50-50, I'm not talking about no, because we don't need to we don't need to get into who paid the I don't I hate that fucking dumb shit. That is the dumbest. We ain't even gonna get into that. But y'all can y'all birth life. Y'all are the portal. We supply. Y'all are nurturers by nature. We are not, right? Y'all are feminine. We are masculine. So we have our differences, right? We are leaders. Y'all follow behind leaders, which is the men, not being so, which is almost hand in hand with being feminine, right? So, like I'm saying, if I get introduced to someone by my homeboy, okay, I know he's a leader too. He's thinking the same way I'm thinking. So by him introducing me into somebody else, he feels that he is taking lead. He is in charge. He's a man. So I understand. It's coming from a place of understanding. Like, okay, I get it. Opposed to a woman trying to introduce me into a man. Or me trying to introduce me into somebody, to a woman trying to introduce me into somebody. It's not the same because y'all are not leaders by nature. And I know that, right? So it come off a little bit as it comes off a little bit worse when it's a woman trying to introduce you opposed to a man, right? Because with a man you can understand, you can reason with that. A woman you can't because you know they're not that by nature. And what I mean by that, I mean leader, right? Now, next segment, right? So now we and y'all, like I said, still leave your opinions down below. Comment, whatever. Feel free. However, so now weak as hell. Weak as hell, right? Weak dudes, right? Man, now I'm gonna say this, right? So my cousin, right, today, the cousin I was just my female cousin, that's a couple years or a couple months younger than me, right? She she got a sister, right? Her mom, um, on her mother's side, right? And her sister is 15 years old, right? 15. Okay, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. I got a few stories for y'all. I got a few. I got a few. I got one from today, and I got a few more. Right, like two more, really, for real. Okay, like two more to be technical, right? Um, so what we did was right. I mean, no, not what we did. So my cousin, her sister, ended up getting jumped today, right? And somebody that was fighting her sister, mind you, her sister is 15. The girl that was fighting her sister was 21 years old, right? So close to her age, because my cousin, the one that's a few months younger than me, she's 19, right? And so she went over there to start something. Mean to not start something. My bad, my fault. To go basically see what was going on and help her sister. As she should do. As being an older sister, right? So I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. And my grandmother is telling me so she get over there and she's saying it's in her words she was like it's niggas over there. Why is niggas over here helping this girl fight my sister and all this? I was like, are you for real? Like dudes, a lot of dudes do that. Like, you know, get into stuff like that. Like, mind you, this is a 15-year-old girl. And mind you, these guys was grown, as she was saying. They was like in their 20s, like 21, 23, 24, 20, like getting involved in that. And this was and supposedly these girls was fighting about now I think her sister was fighting the 21-year-old girl younger sister. But I think this 21-year-old just helped her younger sister jump my cousin's sister on her mom's side. And she and they was fighting about a boy, a dude, right? About a dude. And I'm like, why are men getting involved in this? Like, where, like, I and like I was telling my uncle, I was like, sometimes I give myself a pat on the back that I am not like half of these, majority for real of these guys, majority of these guys, right? So then so my grandma said, "Oh, is that?" Showed my cousin sent my grandma the video, right? And said, um, "Oh, uh, baby J, that's what they call me, right?" I said I should have you go over there and do something to him because I already know you would get his big ass together talking to me like that. I was like, shit, I'm not getting involved in none of that. That has nothing to do with me, right? So I'm not sticking my nose in nobody else's business, right? Um, that's them, you know. And then how my cousin said, she said her sister run her mouth a lot. So I'm like, well, no, I'm not. Then I don't know your. Like, no, I'm not getting involved with girl drama, even though it's dudes involved. But however, I'm not getting into that. Now, granted, if they were in my face, if they came to my grandma's house and they came and they jumped her sister in front of my presence, and my cousin was there too, yeah, I'm not just going to sit there and let that happen at all. Right? I'm not gonna sit there and just okay, fuck it. No, I'm gonna do something. Yeah, not on. That's not gonna happen on my watch. Literally, it's not gonna happen. Right? But if I'm not around and me pulling up somewhere with somebody, I'm not doing it. That has nothing to do with me whatsoever. Right? Um. So I'm like, okay, boom. So that happens, and then she say some dude came out with a gun, a AR, somebody that was on their side, basically. Oh, not on like on my cousin and her sister side, right? They was, and then these dudes they got in the car, skirted off, and then they just start spinning around with guns and just start shooting in the air or something like that. She said, or just start shooting for like and one shooting at nobody, just shooting in the air. I'm like, what? Right. So that's one case, right? Another case, my my mom works at my mama. She where she work at, right? Is this particular girl that's there that my mama always say something that's like off with her, like she's kind of like on the psycho side, like she's psycho, damn near, like she's like like she's this psycho to the point where she did something like this. She got a baby dad, right? Her baby dad is somebody that grew up with my dad for real, but was one of my dad for real, like little homies for real. Cause Shark, like how old is? Like it's like 35 or 36, and my dad is 43 years old. So he was like my dad like took him under his wing basically. My uncle and my dad, so to speak, right? They both did because my uncle was only 2 years younger than my dad, right? Or really a year and some months, right? So, um, however, um, so she said that so mind you, so my dad, little homie that I'm talking about in this case, she said that raped. She said that he had raped their daughter or touched her daughter, and that did not happen. And me and my uncle was talking about it. He was like, man, you know how, man, this nigga been hitting grown females since he been a kid. You know what I'm saying? Still get hell of twat basically. And you think he gonna stoop that low to touch his daughter? But that's how crazy she is. I'm just giving y'all I'm just telling y'all. I'm just gauging. I'm telling y'all to for y'all can gauge how crazy she is, right? Because one thing that you don't do at all, you you don't ever. Like if you say a nigga soft, he weak, or that nigga a hoe, he'll let a nigga punk him out. That's cool. That's like whatever. But one thing, but it's three things that you don't do is have pit rape allegations on nobody. Because people don't play about that. Because if you get locked up in a prison and people find out your paperwork that you raped somebody, oh trust me, your time in prison is gonna be very, very hard. That's something that you don't play about. You don't ever put that on nobody. That's one thing you don't put on. If you want to call a nigga soft or he weak or that nigga a hoe, that's one thing. That's whatever, right? But putting rape and touching kids on somebody is a whole different ball game. Don't do that. Um, put also now gay. It goes now putting gay on somebody. It depends on now. Just depending on that, that depends. That's solely on reputation. Now, if this person is like street guy, you know, you know, heavy in the streets and like if you got a reputation of that, that's something that you don't necessarily put on a street guy, But even though that girls when stuff don't go their way, they quick to call a dude gay. So it's almost getting like popular now, like to call a dude that. But it's you, but it comes from a different place when you say that about a dude that's living a particular lifestyle, right? But so that particularly right there, that varies depending on the guy you're talking about, right? And three is you don't ever call no dude, you don't ever put an allegation on him that this dude is a rat. That's all that's also like in street, a lot of a dude with a heavy street involvement, right? A guy with heavy street involvement or in the streets heavy, right? You don't put that's an allegation don't make and say with no proof and say this guy a rat. You don't put that on nobody. Them are the three things that you do not put on nobody. Rape, that goes for all. That don't matter what type of lifestyle you live in. Snitching, that goes for mainly street dudes that's in the streets, and being homosexual. That goes also for guys that's heavy in the streets, right? So that can kind of vary, right? Depending on the lifestyle they live, right? So that's what she said about him, right? She said that about him, made that allegation on him, right? And so basically, she wears provocative clothes to work, or as you can say, promiscuous type clothing to work, showing a lot of cleavage, doing she wear things like that to work. And my mom, she's the messenger. My mom, she put me hip. She said she do, right? And one day, my mom said she had on a shirt that was showing her breasts, some tight like biker shorts, you know, or not. And there was an older guy in there that was like in his like she said my mom said like 50s or 60s that was looking at her, that was paying attention, you know, cool, right? And she got so well, she felt some type of way. She felt as if she was getting harassed because the dude was just staring at her or looked at her, took a glimpse, right? And my mom gave her credit. My mom said, "Yeah, she not a bad looking. Yeah, she got a shape. She got a nice shape, but she just crazy, you know." So, however, right? So that happened. And it's a reason why I went that deep in that depth. It's a reason why I'm telling y'all she's crazy, and the reason why I gave that example. And it's a reason, and I'm gonna get to it, right? So, so it was a guy that was just in the vicinity at the time when she had felt some type of way about the older guy looking at her, and there was a guy that was in the area and was like, so that's like, and what I mean, a guy in the area. This is what I let me give you an example. Cheese looking at a girl. Hood still, nigga. When you see hood still, you see me. If he looking at a girl, right? If my nigga Cheese Osama looking at a girl, boom. Okay, he looking at a girl, right? Boom. And then she say something to him. And then I'm just in the area and I was like, well, you shouldn't and then I butt in and say, well, you shouldn't be wearing clothes like that when she was talking to Cheese. And I just felt the need to put my 2 cents in and say something about. So that's basically what happened. So the older guy was looking and somebody else was in the area and then he put his 2 cents in like you shouldn't be wearing stuff like that. Boom. So just put so dipping his nose in somebody else's problems for no reason, right? When you could have just did your job and basically just kept to yourself, right? Kept to yourself. So the girl, so I guess the she felt more offended at the dude that said something opposed to the older guy that was looking at her because now you didn't took the attention off him and put the attention on you, which was dumb in my opinion. But however, so that goes so that's like so this almost like a 2 for 1. So you got niggas that do stuff like that. Me personally, I would never do nothing like that. If a girl not talking to me, if she not yelling at me, I'm not about to put myself in that. But how, however, so he felt the need to say something. She was like, I'm gonna call my brother up here, such and such, because you was looking at me. Even though she wasn't looking, he wasn't looking at her, but she she's crazy, so she made up a whole lot to her brother and said that the guy that said something was the one looking at her, right? So she brought her brother up there and her brother was like, nigga, you was looking at my sister. I was like, this what my mama is telling me though, this is my mom telling me, and I'm like, bro, are dude serious? Like, bro, every time, a lot of times I'm out. Like I be out with my mom. My mom get approached by dudes. I don't say nothing. I don't care. My mom is a grown woman. If you want to talk to my mom, you like my mama, go ahead. Don't care. She do what she gonna do. What she gonna do? So it's just like, so that's almost like hater. So if a dude, so if you see somebody out and a dude talk to your mom or a dude talk to your sister, you gonna be but you can't talk to my sister. But I'm talking about like if they're grown, like if they're of age though, right? Your sister in her 30s or late 20s or you know what I'm saying, or mid 20s, like 25, 26, right? And she get approached by a guy, you gonna stop the dude? That's hating. Like you hating. That's literally being a hater. That's being a hater. Like your sister's a grown woman. Like nigga, do you like your sister? Do you like like? Why do you care so much? Right? Now, if your sister is younger and you're okay, I give you a little more. I give you a slight pass on that. If your sister is like 16, 15, and God's trying to come up to your sister and you like an older brother. You know what I'm saying? Like you big bro, like you like 20, 21, 20, 22. You know what I'm saying? You you're 20, 21, 22, 23. You somewhere like that. Then if you a little okay, understandable. But your sister's a grown woman, bro. She's 25 or she's not, but she's in her 30s. And then come to find out, my mom told me that that was her younger brother. So it's like, wait, hold on. So, bro, you coming up to a job ready to press somebody for just taking a look at just peeping at your sister because she had cleavage out or looking. You about to press somebody over that? Are you serious? And then you press them to the point where you said, "Nigga, I bring my gun up here and like basically like I unalive you." Like you going that far just because he looked at your sister, bro? Are you for real? Come on, bro. That can't, it's like I don't be. You know what I'm saying? I don't be getting this shit. I don't, bro. Like so that's why sometimes when I be talking in my stream, that's why I be like, you know what? I take that back. I can't speak for every nigga or everybody because I know a lot of people, and these are prime examples of what I'm talking about. These are prime examples of what I mean, right? So then the guy, so and mind you, the other guy not safe either. So the guy that the brother had pressed, right? Um, so I how was sound my mama made it seem like I can't be wrong. The guy really wasn't on nothing. You know what I'm saying? The guy really wasn't on nothing. Well, she said no. She did say he said stuff back like, man, what, man, such and such, like talking back or whatever. But only thing, what I'm saying, when it's two masculine versus when it's masculine versus masculine, hey, there's no room for talking, brother. You come up on me calling me a B word, you talking to me reckless like that, oh, bro, his hands about to get thrown almost instantly. You coming on me calling me a B word, talking you would do this, you would do that, talking about I'll bring my gun up here. Nigga, nah, like, so that mean you don't got it on you? So, nigga, if you talking crazy, nigga, I ain't about to beat you, nigga. What? You know what I'm saying? I'm about to beat you up. And I might almost beat you to the point of almost not returning. If you get what I mean. I just can't say the word because it's YouTube, but y'all know what I mean, right? Or hopefully y'all do, right? If y'all remedial. So I'm like, okay, with a dude, it's not gonna be too much talking. Maybe a few words, and for real. After that first B word, oh, it's on and popping. And when you say that first B word, oh yeah, bro, let's take it there, right? Especially from a guy I don't know. And then usually when it's a guy you don't know, it's usually that's how you better off instead of fighting a guy that you don't know. You better off just low key smoking a guy that you don't know, for real. Especially if he threatened you, you can get off maybe on self defense. Even though it's in Michigan where I'm from, it's I don't it's not self defense laws here, but you will get a lesser time for like instead of you may only get maybe like 5 5 to 7, maybe 10 years, right? So it ain't like you spending the rest of your life in there. You know what I'm saying? Because if that person would have took your life, yeah, you would have been done. Or what you would rather do, just spend a little five, or spend the 5 or maybe possibly 10 years in prison and still get out instead of that person getting ups on you and just completely exiling you from existence. I mean, pick your poison, right? So it's like, so when that happens, um, he say, because when you beef with somebody, because when you beef, most beefs first off goes most beefs are when somebody know each other. Most beefs is you most beef that you see is not just two random guys. They know each other for the most part. They know each other. They've been around each other. They probably used to be cool. That's how most beefs is. Most beef most beefs is not you just automatically beefing. And I'm talking about personal beefs. I'm not talking about like hood beefs, like they from this side and then you from this side and y'all hood just don't like. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about personal beefs. Most beefs like that start. I mean, most beefs like that, the people are in cahoots with each other. They know each other. They was once cool before, possibly, right? Most beefs just don't start with. Most beefs, it's not just with somebody and a random guy they just don't know. So in a sense, all all everything is off the table. Anything goes when it's somebody that you don't know. Because when it's somebody that you do know, you used to be cool with, it's still some type of maybe respect there or love there. So like, nigga, we can just fight, but I don't have, like, I ain't gonna pop you. But if I don't know you, anything goes. Ain't no playing it safe with nobody I don't know. Cause I don't know you, you don't know me. Right. So that's typically how that is anyways, right? So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, right? You got now now y'all remember what y'all heard what I just said. Everything when 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 it's a guy, someone talking to me crazy, more than likely it's about to get physical. Whether it's blade play, whether it's nigga, I ain't got a dream, I got a gun play, or if it's um or if it's hands. It's somebody is going to get hurt in this, right? So the particular guy that ended up getting pressed by the girl brother, right? When 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 he went back into work, I guess she was talking crazy to him. My mom said to me, and he had said that she was threatening him like you will you this you that I'll smack you, and then he was like I'll smack you. So I'm like nigga, so you arguing with a woman? Granted, you argue you had said something to the woman, you had retaliated with the woman verbally, you had retaliated with the dude verbally. But if you retaliate with a dude verbally and not do nothing, the woman say that's level one. The woman, you it shouldn't be nothing with the woman. If that's all you got, if that's all the ammunition you got for a dude, if that's all the ammunition you got for a dude is just verbally speaking, you should totally ignore the woman then. You should totally ignore the woman. How you gonna go to verbal? I'm verbal with a dude and I'm verbal with a woman. No, it should be okay. Now if nigga I ain't nigga like I'm verbal but to a certain degree with a guy, nigga, until we get there. You know what I'm saying? And a woman, I'm just verbal with. That's different. So in a sense, they're on the same level. So you're verbal with a guy and so like where's the balance? That's femininity versus masculinity. That's masculine versus masculine. So if you verbal with him, if you the type of guy that if a body talks you crazy and you fight a dude and then you verbal with a woman, okay. But if you the type of guy that's verbal with a guy and verbal with a woman, like uh, to me, it's like they shouldn't even be on the same level. With a guy, it should be hands thrown or something, something physical, somebody getting hurt, whether it's you going out on your shield, whether you get beat up or not, whether you get whatever, because your dignity is somewhat on the line. And having somebody walk up to you and call you a B word and all, and, come on, bro, and you just let that slide, and then you talking, then you just talking tough. You know what I'm saying? Or talking back instead of like, hold on, nigga, who was you talking to? And walking up on them. But you have this, but the same energy you got with the guy, you got with the girl too. It should be. You should have a way. You should have a You should have a more mad like demeanor or attitude when it comes to a dude talking to you disrespectful opposed to a woman. They should not be both verbal arguments. You should not be on the woman should not be on the same level as a man. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna be verbal with both of them? So it just shows me like you just a talking type guy, right? Boom. Third one. No, I got two more. Then we gonna get to AC. We only been streaming for like I know like close to an hour. Okay. So it's another situation, right? So today, my cousin, her friend, her male friend was over, came over later on in the night. Later on, a little bit before really like came over, like around I want to say like 10. Cool. He talking, and from the looks of it, he's a heterosexual male, so not, I don't take him as being a rainbow, right? Um, but one thing he was doing, right? He was I just peeped that he was super feminine though, like very feminine. Like he like okay, this things that he's doing. How the way he talks, it seemed like he goes out. It seemed like he tries he looks to go out every single weekend. I'm like, that's female stuff. That's what females usually do. Uh, uh, then him and my cousin is playing rock paper scissors. Whoever lose got to take taking a shot from the bottle, and he's pouring the liquor down his mouth. I'm like, and then hold on, I'm getting somewhere. And then he was like, "Oh my God, you cheating!" And then and when he said, "Oh my God," he put his like hand over his mouth, like how girls be doing, like, or if they trying to like cover up, like they when they laugh, like that. He did something like that. I was like, "Oh man." Then I asked my girl, I'm like, "Is it me or do her friend kind of seem a little feminine?" And then she was like, and she started laughing. She was like, "That's funny that you peeped that." She was like, "That's good that you observed." And she was like, "Yeah, I noticed that too." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Yeah, he just super, like he just act super." He was an okay guy though. Don't get me wrong. He was a pretty okay guy. But he just seemed super feminine. And then he was talking about this, right? So then this like shit I be talking about, right? So he got a man's, right, and his man, and I was just looking at it the whole. I was just like, man, bro, my gosh, like what's wrong? What like man? Again, I am thankful that I am not like these guys, man. My goodness, but um he was he got a friend or whatever. He had a friend, and um for not for sake of privacy, I'm not gonna say my cousin real name. So my cousin name is Shayla. That's her name, Shayla. Right? That's not her real name, but for sake of privacy, that's what I'm gonna call her for this stream, right? So he like Shayla. He like he like he like Shayla. Hey, is this hey, look at such and such new girlfriend. Man, and she was like, "Oh my God, she is hideous." And he was like, "Right, she is done for. She is hideous." He was like, "Bro, I'm mad that he got with her." I'm like, "Bro, hold on, bro." He was like, "Because," "because he around us, like he around," and he brought an additional one of his friends with him, I think, and he was like, "Nigga, he's around us. He's around us, the guys." You know what I'm saying? And he got that. I'm like, "Bro, why do niggas care so much about what other niggas doing with why do you care so much about who other niggas date? Like, so if it's girl, like she like cute to you, he like her. Why do you care? So what? If his girl is hideous, so like nigga, you care, and then you care enough to bring that up to your girl best friend, which is my cousin. So it just like, and that's feminine. That's what girls do. Like, hey girl, you seen Tyrone new girlfriend? Girl, she is ugly. That's girl shit. Like come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. You get what I'm saying? That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm mad at him, bro. I'm mad at him. Why would he date her? Like what? So you care about, why do you care about what he's doing? Like so what? Like why do you care about his preference in women? So you know what I'm saying? What does him dating her have to do with you by in any way, shape, form, whatever? How do that have to deal? How that has nothing to do with you at all, right? Not bashing the guy. I don't want to make it personal, not personal, because I don't necessarily know him, but it just shows me how majority of these guys are, man. Too, me, and then also he said, so my cousin Shayla, she has a child. She has a baby. She had her baby. I think he's like almost 2 years old now. She had a baby or whatever, and she said that my, me no no no. So the dad, right? The dad of the baby. She said that no, he said that I don't like that nigga because he don't take care of his son. It's like every like if I see him, we'll fight right now. because he not taking care of his son. I'm like, bro, nigga, why are you like, bro? I swear this shit is like, I'm like, he was like, nigga, because he make just fine. Like, nigga, that's my best friend, and her dad not, and her baby daddy ain't taking care of his son. I'm like, nigga, so what? Why do you feel the need to fight this nigga, bro? Stay out of that, nigga. Nigga, that is their relationship, bro. Why you get involved? I be like, bro, what is wrong with you niggas, bro? Like, I be so concerned. I be so concerned, like for real. And he say, if I see him right now, we'll probably fight because that nigga don't take care of his son, right? And then before we left, I heard him say, he was like, so Shaylin, when you gonna let me see my son? I'm like, what? I mean, I'm like, you could have said nephew. You could have said godson. You said son. So it makes like, bro. So you out here calling other niggas' kids yo son? Like, then on top of that, he says and then my cousin low key hold him, not to me, but my grandma had told me. So this nigga, but when I first came outside, he was talking about that he be fighting or like he was like, man, I beat or no. Okay. Yeah, I got one more thing too after this. He said, man, I was fighting this nigga, me and him was fighting, and he was just basically bragging on that he can fight or whatever, that he ain't no hoe nigga and that I got hands. And then my grandma had told me one time my cousin and her was together. She said, my cousin hold this nigga and was like, he cannot fight. But he's over here woofing like he can. I'm like, bro, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying ever doubt yourself as a guy. You know what I'm saying when it comes to that. But nigga, don't mean speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Just say I got in if you want to speak about that you got into a fight. Say I got in yeah, I be fighting a little bit or I got into a fight with this one guy and all that. But don't try to woof and make it seem like bump your gums and make it seem like nigga you just out here just beating niggas up. You know what I'm saying? Um and then I can just look at him and his whole build and his and like the way he carried himself. I already knew that it was kept anyways. I can just look at him and tell like, oh, this nigga you know what I'm saying? Like and again, I'm not trying to get personal. I'm not trying to get personal with the guy, but I seen it. I seen it. I just seen it. I seen it. And like again, I could have been wrong on my judgment. Some people just got a certain look. You know what I'm saying? Some people like they can't fight, but you probably can. You know what I'm saying? But my cousin said you couldn't. But you know what I'm saying? So hey, nigga, what you said, nigga. So so he was talking that he can fight or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then, so back on the topic of the girl, right? The girl that he said his mans was dating that was like not cute. And then he was like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, because this nigga always got good looking girls. This nigga stay with fine girls, and he come with this. I'm like, so what, nigga? So what? So what? If you got okay, nigga, what? And so whatever you say, it's not gonna change what he feels about this particular girl more than likely. And if it does, that just shows how much of a whole nigga he is and how much foundation he don't have to stand on. Like, nigga, this my girl, nigga. So that you know what I'm saying. So however, you said that right. He said that and he was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My nigga handsome. Yeah, he is a handsome guy. He a handsome guy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's cool. If you say your man's handsome, I'm not necessarily saying that's sus. That's cool. But don't overemphasize it because once you start overemphasizing and you start going into great detail, it can seem a little more suspicious. Um, because it already sounds suspicious already a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Necessarily, do I think something wrong with it? No, but to the common person, it can sound suspicious, but they can overlook it. If you continue to talk over that and add more details outside of him looking handsome. But if you say he handsome and then you add details on why he handsome, then people like, hold on, bro. Saying he handsome is one thing, but nigga, you saying because he got this, he got this, he got this, he got that, then it's like, all right, bro, hold on, what's going on, right? So However, continue, right? Continuing. So he say, he he was like, yeah, my guy handsome. So I'm like, he hang around us. He hang around us. And then my grandma was like, my grandma said, well, yeah, he ain't handsome as you though. Talking about the my the young man, my cousin friend. And he was like, "Oh yeah, of course that nigga ain't fucking with me. Of course I look better than that nigga." Shit. I'm like, "Whoa." Like, so I'm like, "Bro, ain't nothing okay. If that's what you feel, then that's how it is. That's how you feel. You look better than them." But that's not something you necessarily say. For an example, if I go to somebody's house and I see a baby, I'm not gonna be like, "Ugh, your baby ugly as hell." It's just not something you gonna say. It's just something, okay, I know this baby is hideous, but I'm not gonna say it to their face. It's not something you say. It's just certain things you keep in, right? So he said that, right? He said that, of course, that nigga's not better looking than me. So I'm like, why do you even care that much to say that? So it's almost like, do you care about looking better than him? Or do you feel like you gotta look better? Like, so you just out in this mud actively competing with niggas on who look better. So it's just like, that's what it seemed like based off you saying that. So it just seemed like super, like, um, not manly, i- if you will. Now, that's it on him. Now, we got this last situation. Now, this particular situation happened around like 2 years ago, right? So we had a neighbor, next door neighbor, and this nigga has about like every bit of like 7 or 8 kids, right? And it's crazy because the nigga is young. Like, the guy is only probably like in his early 30s and has that many children, right? And I think they're all by the same woman again. So, however, I remember one day, right? I remember this was me and my dad. We was outside this day. It was me and my dad. We was chilling. We was outside just talking, chopping it up, like usually me and my dad always do. So we just chilling. We just chilling on the fence. And so we hear our neighbor. He yelling at his brother. He yelling at his brother. Like, nigga, who the fuck fucked up your face? Cause his brother, got beat up or whatever. He was like, nigga, who the fuck fucked up your face, nigga? Who fucked up your face? Like, he real, like he heated. Right, he was like, "Nigga, tell me who messed up your face." And he was like, "Man, don't." And I'm guessing the brother was like, "Man, just chill, don't worry about it." Boom, 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 boom. But it was a reason why his brother said, "Chill, don't worry about it," because because the people that had came by had said what happened. He said, that the brother had touched on one of on one of their kids, basically. So hence why he was like, "Hey, don't worry about it." You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't want his brother, because he probably, you know what I'm saying. So, however, but let's go back. Let's go back. That's a little further in the story, right? Or further, and what happened, right? So, of reality, not um story can, because a story can be fiction or non-fictional or fiction. No, so this is reality. This is what actually happened, right? So we so what happened is, so he say, "Who messed up your face?" Boom, 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 boom. So mind you, the whole time he's calling people. He's calling people. He's like, "Hey, bro, come over here. Come over here." With a boom, boom, boom. So it's a dude walking down the street. It's a dude walking down the street, literally with a like an ARP on, like strapped on, like how people be having like the gun straps that they can, like the gun crossbody straps that they have. So he got the ARP hanging on across his body. Boom. So he come down there. He talking crazy. Boom, 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 boom. He saying he'll do this, he'll do that, he'll do this. And he called them one nick, and he called the guys. I'm like, "Nigga, y'all jump my brother. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all jump my brother. Y'all did this. Y'all did that." Boom. So and then they was like, I'm guessing, assuming they said yeah or whatever. So boom. And they pull up. Boom. Mind you, this the whole before they pull up, this guy is outside talking like, "Nigga, I can't wait till them niggas pull up. Nigga, I do this, I do that." Nigga, like talking crazy. Soon as these niggas pulled up, soon as he peeped that car down the street, this nigga ran in the house. And me and my dad sat there and watched it. And me and my dad just looked like, Oh my goodness, my dad was like, man, that was some whole ass shit. I was like, I know. And I just started bust and when he said that, I started laughing. Like I busted out laughing. Cause it was just like he was talking so crazy, just super crazy. Like talking about, nigga, I can't wait till they pull up. Nigga, I do this, I do that. As soon as they come in, this nigga like and crazy thing is he literally ran in the house. Like he ran up the like he didn't walk in the house when he seen him. He ran in the house. And then, mind you, the dudes that pulled up, they so focused on talking to the dude that had the other the ARP and the brother and it was the other guy that was with them as well. They so focused on him. Me and my dad, we looking up and they upstairs in the upstairs window of their house. This nigga is peeking out the window. Soon as and then they say, "Hey, nigga, the reason why we beat us because this nigga he touched one of our kids or whatever, right?" This nigga comes back outside. This nigga, as soon as they no, he ain't come back outside after he come back outside after they leave, nigga. When he comes back outside with a 38 revolver, nigga come back outside with a 38 revolver, snub nose, the short, the short barrel, right? The Mafia 2 special. Right? This nigga come out or the Mafia Definitive Edition special. He come out with one of those. Maybe a little on a little thicker side though, like a three. No, it was a 357. Come out with a 357 short snub nose. Boom. Come outside. This nigga, he is now after they leave, this nigga is talking crazy again. He's talking crazy again. Like, bro, these niggas was just out here. You like, nigga, man, I beat them nigga. Oh, hey, hold on. But eventually he did end up getting in his van and they drove off. I don't know if they went over there or not. But I know the whole time, nigga, because everybody was yelling. So I know you heard that they touched your little sister. They touched one of the kids. He touched one of the kids. And you was still angry. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, bro, if somebody touch a kid or rape a kid, like bro, at that point, like damn near all my sympathy is gone for that person, family or not. You know what I'm saying? But he was still on 10, so that's another thing. So niggas don't have no type of no type of etiquette, no dignity, no they're not honorable. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you still fight or slide for somebody or have sympathy for somebody that touched a kid? Like touched a kid. How can you feel bad for somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? How can you? I'm not saying say anything. I'm talking about literally touched a kid, bro. Like touched her. You know what I'm saying? And then he comes outside and didn't even question his brother. Like, bro, did that really happen, bro? Or nothing. He didn't question him or nothing. So I'm like, bro, that show you how people move. So people don't. So niggas don't have no morals at all. So basically, what you doing, what he did was okay in in your book. I mean, I'm almost certain it's not, but that's what it seems like. You didn't even question him. You didn't even question it. You know what I'm saying? And then you go back outside acting tough. So that shows scariness. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be like, bro, most of these guys in society, bro, and my y'all, I just gave y'all like five people, five or was it no, like they like five or six people. I didn't get like people. It's like and then them dudes that was fighting my cousin little sister, right? And there was a lot of them. So you know what I mean? It's just like I don't necessarily I don't get it, you know. But like I said again, I think I actually appreciate it so much that I am not like these guys, bro. I'm not like these guys, you know. And my cousin friend, her male friend. Speaking on him, I remember he tried to talk. He tried to talk to me. No homo. He was like, cause they was playing rock paper scissors. He was like, "Bro, you seen her? You seen her do rock? You seen her do rock, right? You seen it?" And I was like, "Man, I ain't even paying attention, bro." I'm like, "Bro, cause nigga, you just." Uh, I just said I'm not trying to get personal, right? Okay, let me. Know what? I won't. I won't. Yeah. Know what? Yeah. I digress. My bad. But it's just like I don't be getting it. I don't be getting it, man. Like I just be like, man, like what? And then it would be messing me up. People, it's like all the solid people that's solid. You know what I'm saying? Or that got some type of morals or carry themselves a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That I agree with. Is in prison. But a lot of them people don't be having it until they get in prison. Then y'all all of a sudden gain morals, and then y'all be want to become Muslim and have this new way of life and like, God damn, why y'all just can't have that? Because we need more people like y'all. Like too many niggas is hoes out here. Like for that, and that's another thing why I don't rep Detroit where I'm from, y'all. Like niggas be people always be like, nigga, I'm from Detroit or I'm from here, I'm from here. What I be saying to people, I be like, bro, and my bro, to be honest, fuck Detroit. Detroit breeds some of the softest, weakest niggas ever, and I'm glad I'm not one of them. Like bro, I promise y'all, Detroit and Detroit low key and Detroit be low key for real. Nah, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying, Detroit is low key. They low key be having a lot of on the DL people. Detroit is damn near like Atlanta, besides the Transformers. That's the only thing that Detroit is not with on par with Atlanta on. But when it comes to people that's DL and that be GAY, man, Detroit is like that heavy, especially on the west side. But on the east side, you got a lot of people too, though. You know what I'm saying? That's in Detroit, and they breed some of the softest people. Like that's why I don't never say, nigga, I'm from Detroit. I mean, me personally, it don't matter where I'm from. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't rep nothing, nigga. I rep myself. You know what I'm saying? I rep my because if somebody live in Detroit and experience Detroit and they coming from somewhere of people of that and people really are like that, you know what I'm saying? You say you from Detroit, a nigga will laugh in your face like nigga from Detroit. Nigga tried to make that just made him sound tough because nigga y'all tough because our city dirty. Y'all got a lot of abandoned buildings. That's what make y'all tough. No, that's what a lot of people think because nigga Detroit. Like one thing I only will give Detroit, y'all. One thing I would give Detroit is y'all got a hustle bone. But the con to that, a lot of niggas in Detroit, y'all are DS niggas that got money. That's another thing in Michigan. Y'all D Rod niggas that got money. Y'all like to be in the spotlight with niggas that got money. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing. Another thing in Detroit, it's a lot of D riding going on. It's in other places too. Don't get me wrong, but in Detroit, we are like a breeding ground for D riding niggas that got money. I know personal. I know personal. I just know. I know a few rappers. I know a few rappers that did some D, and that I will not bring up on stream. But just know, I know a few rappers that be on some weak shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna bring that up on stream though. But you know what I'm saying? Detroit is known for breeding DSers, bro. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? And we need a you know what I'm saying counter. Um but that that's what we like to do. You know what I'm saying? Or D Rod niggas for D Rod people for clout. You know what I'm saying? A lot of internet guys, you know what I'm saying, do a lot of shit for the internet. Like Detroit, low key, bro. No matter what stories y'all hear about, I'm telling y'all firsthand. No matter how much stories I hear about on the news, or if y'all look it up, Detroit's the murder capital. Man, Detroit is soft. I'm telling y'all, nigga, Detroit is weak, nigga. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like Detroit is one of the softest cities. Like I'm being real. You know, Detroit is not how they call it gritty. Detroit is not gritty, nigga. Detroit dirty. If you, yeah, I'm give y'all that, nigga. Detroit dirty as hell. Detroit is dirty, but don't get gritty confused with dirty. Cause if you saying we got grit, oh no, we don't. Nigga, even though I know that really come from like our football teams, like the Lions and shit like that, but they try to represent Detroit as being like just like like a dangerous place, and it's really not. It's not. It's not at all. Um, and then like I said, you just got a lot of scary niggas here too. A lot of them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas that are just talk. But if you a person that's really on that, niggas, I man, I ain't even really trying to get on that, bro. You know, you got a lot of those type of people here. Just Detroit as a whole, man. It's just not a good. It's a. Nah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's safe here either. I'm not saying it's safe, but it's not as bad as media try to make it seem. Like how we always be like top five murder capitals and all that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe back in the day, Detroit was a little more. You know what I'm saying? But now, fuck no, hell no, bro. We on the par. We on par with Atlanta, literally. No wonder why a lot of people when they get big in Detroit, they want to go to Atlanta for they can fully express themselves. That's why that thing is popular D to the A for they can be who they are like fully. You know what I'm saying? Telling y'all, bro, and it's crazy because, like I said, Detroit is damn near is on par with Atlanta. Only thing that Detroit don't have like Atlanta is the Transformers. That's the only thing. But when it comes to the in the style of dressing, that's another thing. But when it comes, but then it's like, but it don't two different climates too, though. I mean, like two, like it don't get as cold down there. So, however, but it's but it's a lot of people that's on that DL stuff, you know. So I'm just letting y'all know, man. Um, that it's just a lot of not I'm not in I'm Michigan. It's just a lot of weak guys out here though, and I'm just talking, and I'm not just talking about Detroit, you know, or Michigan rather. I'm talking about everywhere, you know. Like it's a lot of you know people that just not solid. You know what I'm saying? People that's funny acting, like just hope niggas that'll see you. What's up, bro? Then like you will see them the next day. Then them niggas being funny acting. Then they don't want that. They act like they don't see you or they don't want to speak to you. You got niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much whole like niggas that just be on whole shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you not like that, bro, be glad. Be just know that you are someone that stand out. I mean, whether you care about it or not, whether you care about standing out or not, just know you do stand out. You know what I'm saying? Um, like it's just too much, man. Too much be going on. Oh, what shit. And then like I don't be trying to like, and then people be wondering like why I don't be trying to like hang out with people or guys or make new friends and all that. I be like, I don't make new friends because of shit like this, bro. This is why I don't make new friends. This is why I'm cool with the people that I know. Like my man's Jay, for an example. This is why I respect him so much. My nigga Jay say, he say, nigga. He even told me himself, he was like, nigga, I can't fight. He even, bro, he was like, nigga, more than likely if I fight this nigga, I get my ass beat, but nigga, I'm gonna fight you. That nigga Jay is serious. He was dead serious. Like he would be real with you and say, nigga, I can't fight. But that don't mean I'm gonna back down. Like how many niggas you know that is a men that they can't fight, but still will fight? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I respect that nigga Jay so much. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga will admit that he can't fight and say he can't and still fight somebody. That nigga ain't backing down from no smoke. And he's will admit that nigga I can't fight. You know, he'll probably admit that before him and the person start fighting, he'll probably say, nigga, I can't fight. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay is like one of the realest niggas ever. Like I'm being so serious. You know what I'm saying? He you know, he that nigga Jay had told me a story one time. He was fighting somebody in his front yard of his house, and he said the nigga kept knocking him down, like kept punching him and knocking him to the ground. That nigga Jay said, "Nigga," he said this was his exact words. He was like, "Nigga, I ain't give up until my mama came out there. Well, seen us out there fighting." And he said, "Nigga, I don't need nigga. I got knocked down so many times I can't even like remember." The nigga just kept, and he said the nigga just kept dropping him, kept punching him and dropping him, and that nigga Jay just kept getting up and kept fighting. And he was like, nigga, I ain't stopping till my mama came out there, nigga, and seen us fighting. And I was like, nigga, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? And then to go on later on in your life saying, nigga, I can't fight, nigga, and I still get in there with somebody. Nigga, I ain't ducking no Rick. Man, that's real. That's what I respect. Like, we need niggas like that. Like, why is it only so few of us? I, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like we just need more niggas that's just real, man. For real, bro. You know, like lead okay, like for real, even though I don't think they should do it before I say this, leave the fake shit to the women. The makeup, the BBLs, the weave, the all this. Leave that to them. Damn, why do we have to be why why do we have to be like just fake as well? Even though I'm using fake loosely. I'm using fake loosely because fake is just simply not it's not like it's not a such thing as like fake gold is what I'm getting at. It's either gold or is like fake gold that don't make sense. It's just not gold. It appears to be gold, but it's not gold. So it's not a such thing as fake gold. That's what I mean. So fake is obsolete. So that's why I'm saying I'm using that loosely. But I'm using it for sake of understanding for most of that can possibly be most of my audience, right? Um because I know a lot of y'all don't know the true connotation behind fake, the word fake. So I'm using it loosely here, right? But a lot of y'all just so fake. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just y'all just fake, man. Yeah. Like we got niggas that act tough but not tough. We got niggas that say they can fight, can't fight. We got niggas that talk crazy, and then when you press them, they get scary. Then you got niggas that talk crazy, run in the house when niggas pull up looking for wreck. You all this shit, like, come on, man, come on. We got niggas that get tough with women, but don't like. Come on, bro. Like that ain't necessarily fake, but that's just some whole shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, cause morals and integrity and stuff too. That shit is like somewhat like logic and morals and integrity. All that shit somewhat go hand in hand to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like if a woman like cause for an example, if a woman ain't got morals and integrity, even though they should, but it's just something that we become used to because of this the society and the era that the society that we live in. Basically, it's just something we become used to, that women don't have morals or integrity like that, and that they just moved off money and shit like that. It's just, it's just something that we become used to, even though it shouldn't be like that. But it's like, if I see a woman that has integrity and morals and stuff, that's like a plus. Like, that's like, yes, you know what I'm saying. But when I'm dating most women, or I'm talking to most women, I'm not expecting that, and it's sad to say, but I'm just not expecting that. You know what I'm saying? What I, and I'm really not expecting that. Even though if we was living in different times, I would be expecting that. But the time we living in, I'm not expecting it. You know. Um, but a man, we logical. They emotional. I'm expecting. Well, and what times we living in, not really. But that's why I don't deal with niggas. You know what I'm saying. That's why I don't deal with people like that. That's why I stay. That's why I only got a few people I talk to. Y'all, if you see Hood Steals, nigga, you see me, nigga Jay, nigga my uncle, my two uncles, nigga, and shit. That's about it. For real. And the only people I deal with. That's four people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it's just like, you feel me? It's we got niggas that take everything to the internet every time they got beef with somebody or problems. Hey man, hey man, that nigga, man, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that had personal beef with somebody that you was probably once cool with before. Like, it's people that I'm not cool with right now. It's people that I'm not cool with that I used to be cool with, but not that I would dare ever get on fucking social media and start blasting them, or putting them on blast like, this nigga a hoe. I'm not doing that, because at a point in time I had respect for you, and respect still somewhat linger. You know, we had a I had a genuine friendship with certain people, but I wouldn't dare get on the internet and just start just bashing nobody. You know what I'm saying? If anything, nigga, I would say that shit to you, to you myself. I'm not get on the internet and do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of people just, I don't know. Like, I even did, like, I remember, if y'all been on if y'all been watching my channel for a while now, y'all know me and Will, right? Me and Will. So I had this little series on my channel with, like, this little these little compilations I used to be my rage moments on, like, 2K. Probably my mainly. I used to have, like, these things called my rage moments on 2K. And me and Will got into it, and I had one of my rage moments of me and Will arguing on there. And mind y'all, before my beats, and this was like a little bit before I started, like, I was making beats at the time. I believe, yeah, I think I was making beats at the time, but I wasn't uploading them. I was like literally just starting. Like, the Russian and Clank beat I got on my YouTube, that wasn't like, I was I at that time when I made that beat, I was already like 8 months into making beats already. I was just still that trash. You know what I'm saying? Or not like 8 months. I was probably more like 5 to 6 months, like between 5 and 6 months of making beats. So, but that was just the first beat that I listened to, and like, oh, this shit sound hard, and I thought I could upload it, but now I look back on it, it's trash. You know what I'm saying? But however, so me and Will, um, I he was in one of my compilations, and I had said, like, and mind y'all, before before the beats, that was my most popular video on my channel. I think that video was seeing that damn near like 200 views. You know what I'm saying? And mind y'all, this before I even had 200 subscribers. I think at this time I only had probably like 100 and maybe like 20 subscribers, 130 subscribers. So that was really good for me, and that was my most viewed video at the time, you know. And even though that was my most viewed video, and that could have gotten the algorithm more, you know what I'm saying? And it was particularly too in that era. You know what I'm saying? When everybody just sitting in the house, playing 2K, 2K20 was super big at that time, and rage moments that could have, that video probably could have blew up. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. And I told him out of respect, I was like, my nigga, you know what? Nigga, I ain't about to have, you know, uh, that part of our friendship on the internet. I'm deleting it. So I had the courage to delete my most popular video. You know what I'm saying? That was on my channel that had the possibility of blowing up, especially at that point in time of what was popular and hot at the time. And this was like around 2021, 2022. This could have blew up at that time, possibly. Now, would it blow up now if I was uploading? No, probably not. But at that time, when 2K20 was hot, I mean the virus was out, But I was like, out of respect, bro, that that part of our friendship don't need to be showed on the internet. We can keep that shit personal. You know what I'm saying? And I said that was so I deleted the whole video. I even deleted it from I ain't even private it. I literally deleted the whole shit. Like deleted the whole thing. I deleted it even from the my my private videos. I deleted it. I was like, man, that shit don't cause I know for sure I'm not uploading that. Again, re-uploading it, I don't even want to see it because that was fucked up of me to even upload that. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, me being young at like 15, 16, I'm in a sense I'm just doing shit for the internet. I just want to post something to make people laugh. But it's at the expense of exposing me and a close friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? Friendship. You know what I'm saying? It's at the expense of exposing our friendship, and our friendship wasn't built off internet, nigga. We got a real friendship. You know what I'm saying? A real connection with each other. No homo. Well, let me not say connection because that sound yeah that still sounds sus. But we had a you know, we been cool. Like that's my like that was bro. Like that's bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like that's just some whole shit on my part to even upload that as us being genuine friends, you know what I'm saying, towards one another. And I'm trying to make other people laugh based off personal shit we go through in our friendship for other people to laugh or to get laughs and giggles from other people. Like, nah, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I think most people don't look at that shit like that. Most niggas that get on the internet, keep shit like that or talk or get on the internet, bash their friend. Even if I'm not cool with nobody no more, if I'm not cool with nobody no more, something no more, and shit like that, I'm still not about to get on the internet and talk crazy about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not gonna do that. Nigga, it is what it is. It was fun while it lasted. It was cool while it lasted. Nigga, we was cool nigga, whatever. Nigga, move on. Nigga, I'm not about to get on the internet and just start talking crazy about nobody. Now don't get me wrong. In situations, I will talk crazy about somebody, but it will not be exposed to the public. It'll be with somebody personally that I know, like nigga, when you see Hood Steals, you see me, or Jay Tez, or my uncles, or somebody like that. But it's never gonna be to the public. For that person can for y'all can pick a side, and then y'all go and then y'all find out about this person, and then this person get ridiculed, or if y'all don't it just too like or if you siding with him based off what I'm saying, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, and now you picking sides. You know what I'm saying? When even though I call y'all my family, but at the same time I don't or he don't know y'all personally, so it not, it's no need for nobody to get cyber attacked about something that we built off being genuine friends in real life. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to say in real life. That's like non-remedial to say, but outside of just being on the video game, this somebody that I knew since I was, you know what I'm saying, and what when we meet Will, when we start like eighth, seventh grade, something like that. When we start hanging around Will, like eighth or what's that seven? Cheese. See, it was I think it was eighth. I think it was eighth grade. I think it was like eighth grade. I think it was like eighth or like the end of seventh. because I know we started hanging around a nigga before he got his what's the names, his braces and shit. And he had his braces for about like 3 or 4 years. So yeah, so it was about like I think it was like the beginning of 8th grade, right? Um, for me, but yeah, man, I just like that's another thing, and that's about having some sense. That's about having a sense of etiquette as well. People. That's about having a sense of etiquette. You know, and also and being honorable. That's a lot of things that a lot of people are losing these days. Honorability. you know, People would get on the internet and talk about a friend that they had, you know what I'm saying, for other motherfuckers entertainment, for other people entertainment, not calling y'all people that watch me motherfuckers. So, um, not calling y'all. I'm just, get to say I'm just, never mind, never mind. But, I ain't even gonna say that, but you get on here bashing like if me and Cheese stopped talking, we used to fall out. I'm not about to get on here and be like, man, that nigga Cheese always been this, the nigga always been that, that nigga you always been a hoe, or nigga I remember nigga you used to come over my house nigga and eat fruit roll ups nigga when you ain't had no cereal on your on your refrigerator nigga. Like you know what I'm saying, nigga. I remember you used to sleep on. I remember we used to share shirts, nigga. Like talking like that, like so that mean so was that genuine what you was doing for that person? Because now that you're not cool with this person, now you spilling all these beans as if it was like as if you're trying to hoe him. So that tells me how did you really take how did you really how did you really go about them situations that you was supposing to be genuine at the time? How did you really go about them situations? If now you're exposing them and trying to bash him for it. Bash him because he used to do this or y'all used to do this or nigga used to wear this of mine, used to wear my clothes and all that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like if that happened, me and Cheese, okay, nigga, yeah, I'll let you wear my clothes. Okay, cool. Not saying that that happened, but I'm saying if it did happen, if it did ever happen, I'm not, and we stop being cool or whatever. I'm not about to hypothetically speaking. I'm not I'm not nigga. You remember I used to let you wear this, nigga. Okay, yeah, at that time I let you wear it. It don't need to get brought up no more. It is what it was. You know what I'm saying? Just for just for you can just for I can see comments and be like, damn, bro, I didn't know that nigga was broke or damn nigga he was like that. Damn nigga, I could never even imagine. Just for you get people to side with you and other people bash him along with you. You know what I'm saying? You getting random motherfuckers to bash somebody that you was like super tight with. Like, where's your integrity at? You got random people on the internet to bash somebody that you were super tight with, even if y'all not tight, even if y'all fought, nigga, that was still somebody that you were super close with. That's not something that you put on the internet for motherfuckers to, say what they gotta say and bash him with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's certain people that I'm not cool with, right? Um, it's certain people that I'm not cool with. Um, that I'm not cool with. But if I like, let's say hypothetically speaking, if me and Cheese stop being cool, right? And let's say we stop being cool right now, and then like a year later pass, we still we still not talking. We done, right? No homo. Boom. Nigga, if I was to walk down the street and I was to see this nigga getting jumped, like it's three, four, five niggas trying to jump him, I'm gonna be like, hey, nigga, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause my old my the old the The ex friendship we had would kick right back in just that fast. You know what I'm saying? Despite us having a fallout. But if I seen somebody try to jump him, I'm like, oh hell no, bro, that ain't going on, nigga. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Because it's going that what we used to have, no homo, is gonna kick right back in. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, we might go back to not being cool again, or maybe we may that may maybe we may start from scratch. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So it's somewhat like that, you know. But like it's like people say things and then it's like how I ain't gonna lie, I had a family situation that happened. I'm not gonna go into detail on what happened, but just know everybody got on like social media and just started talking crazy about one another, talking about I beat somebody up, I fight this person, I fight that person, she this person a B word, this person a hoe, I kill her, or just talking crazy. Or I mean I would unalive her. My bad, YouTube. My bad. Um, I unalive her. I do this to her. I do this to him. F him. Man, this whole family weird. I'm like, man, y'all saying all this shit, and y'all gonna be talking to each other uh, sooner than later. Rather soon. Y'all gonna be back talking to each other. So if any, but y'all put all this on the internet for everybody else to see, and knowing y'all about to be talking back to each other, and y'all put all this on the internet for what? You know what I'm saying? In a sense, that should be something that you should like. Damn, why did I do that? You know, if you know you're about to be talking back to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to. More than likely, if you might see them at a family gathering, you might see them here, you might see them there. Ain't no point of even bringing all that. Ain't no point of even bringing all that up. You know what I'm saying? If that shit is just if that shit gonna blow over, if that shit gonna blow past like tumbleweed, if it's gonna blow past like that, what is the point of bringing it up? Especially to social media, for everybody to see family business that is going on. But everybody say what's ever in family, keep it between family, but y'all post on the internet for other people to see. Like, how do they even fucking work? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like people, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. People just have to have some etiquette in what they do and how they do it. Simply put, people just gotta have etiquette about how they do stuff and what they do and how they do it. And that's just that, man. Like for real, for real. You know. Like I said, me and Cheese get into it. Ain't no fucking way in hell I'm getting on this nigga. Um, now if me and Cheese get into it, yeah, I may call Jay and be like, hey, yeah, man, this nigga Cheese, he up, man, this nigga did this, that nigga Cheese, man, that nigga hoe, man, or it's my bad Cheese. But I'm just making an example. You know what I'm saying? Like, like if I'm saying that, like, yeah, I'll probably talk to about that with somebody but I'm not getting on the internet and ridiculing somebody I was once close with for nobody's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And like one thing I do want to say too, like for like you people that always talk about like, and this the last point I want to make. A lot of people y'all talk about clout chasing and all that. Really, when y'all think about it, um, um, since we and I'm just saying that, and I'm just speaking on clout chase since we on the topic of like basically like exposing people on the internet and shit like that, and it can almost equate to somebody clout chasing depending on the situation. Um, clout chasing is If anything, you clout chase as well. Everybody clout chase. If you on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, if you are on Facebook, you are a clout chaser. You may ask me, how are you a clout chaser? And I'm gonna tell you why. You don't go down no highway. You don't go down no street saying it don't say I'm even a clout chaser. This is why I say that. You don't see pro- go go to produce.LmubJu channel to find YouTube. You don't see that. You see if I'm clout chasing YouTube. I'm clout chasing Instagram because you go to YouTube to find me. So that means I'm clout chasing off of YouTube's platform. So if anything, everyone clout chase. So don't make that seem like it's so don't try to say don't so for people that say clout chasing, don't ever try to say clout chasing to somebody because people really only say clout chasing to make it seem to put them they say that out of ego and they say that to make themselves seem better than the next person because they make it seem as if or they say it as if what they really mean by it as what they really mean by when they say it is I got more clout than you. I have more of a name than you. So you're clout chasing off my name, basically, because you can't clout chase off somebody that you're more popular than, right? So technically speaking, right? So that's mainly what they're on. So it shows you how much ego they're using and how much ego they're exerting and the arrogance when people use the term clout chasing and not knowing that you are clout if you are on Instagram making a live, you are clout chasing Instagram. People don't go to your website or your page to find Instagram. People go to Instagram to find you, which means you're clout chasing off Instagram name or you clout chasing off their platform. So that's another thing too. But um that's gonna wrap it up. Not for the stream. We about to get into Assassin's Creed, and I know I've been talking for like 2 hours, not damn near yet, an hour and 50 minutes. So yeah, man, we gonna get into this stream and we gonna get into AC and let's get it. Okay.
I understand.
I still contribute as I can. That's why we're here now.
Woman, please move now, move. I'm moving. Oh, I fought blood. Bloody bloody.
What can you tell me of Thomas Hickey?
He has been running a counterfeiting ring in the city. Locate the source of his operation, and we can have him arrested. He cannot harm the commander if he is in prison.
Do you know where he is?
Not exactly, but I have an idea where we can begin the search.
Man, I've been heavy on them cookies, bro.
Hey, bro. What the new boys?
Nah, I been getting the cookies and cream now.
Oh shit! What's better now?
There are rumors of bad
Shit,
bills
I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, I don't know, to be honest.
being circulated here.
Damn.
I be on the cookies and
No
cream
doubt
heavy,
they
bro.
come
They
from
got,
Thomas.
I think that's number one for right now.
Damn, shit, that nigga hope out a new flavor next month. That nigga look like I fucked them strawberry boys.
I try everything, but
What are you up to?
vanilla good though, but
This
that
isn't
strawberry,
money?
but like if you eat.
Man, Mm.
It's
Yeah, how
called
much the lemon
paper.
cookies come in a pack?
You've
Like
cheated
8?
me for the
You
last
said?
time. Gods!
Oh no, you talking about the no, I was talking about the baked ones, the
Oh,
soft
baked
baked.
lemon. Okay.
I'm getting like them grandma cookies. Like 30 for like you get 30 in a pack for $1.50.
Oh shit, bro. That can't. What are them ingredients for only $1.30? Ooh, shit. They putting poison in them hoes.
Shit, it's hidden.
For $1.30. Oh hell no. For 30 cookies for $1. Shit.
Yeah, but they cost more than I mean, what's the name cost more than that? The Rafers, I think that was it called. I forgot what it called. I
You
forgot what
said
it
the
called.
wafers.
I think that's what it called. But the thing I'm talking about, like, it's a small pack,
Yeah.
and it costs $1.65. So like this small pack costs $1.65, but you might as well get the cookies. You get 30 cookies,
30 cookies, bro.
and that small little pack, the Rafers, whatever it called, you get like I think you get like 10 of those.
Oh, for a
But
dollar.
they
Okay, but
small
hey,
though. Like they small
see,
though.
so what's that like 20 like 20 something cent a wafer?
Mm, 25.
Damn.
But that's a good deal though. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, them mother bro. They be getting them mugs, bro. Like I came in there the next day, I'm like, damn, bro, all the vanilla, strawberry, and peanut butter all gone. All that's left is the cookies and cream. I'm like, fuck it, I need the cookies and cream, bro. Them mugs be gone so quick. So my grandma probably buy the mugs. Mm.
Oh, Daniel, let's put them pills
I
away.
got my cookies
Guards,
and
come.
cream probably would have
Al,
came back.
what happened? Sam Shopkeep caught me out.
Strawberry's
Caught
still
the guard,
good
but I
though,
gave him some
but
stitches.
I can't eat like it's just too much. Like I can't finish the whole pack. Like, I can't down that pack. But the cookies and cream, I can down that pack. No,
Sam Shopkeep caught me out.
yeah,
Caught the guard, but I gave him some
Well,
stitches.
what's the brand?
Not
it's
so
a
mad
Dollar
at the
Tree
price of the
brand.
course. Besides, we've got most everything we need for the job now anyway.
Yeah,
Let's go tell him. I'll warn the others.
I think I sent it to you.
You said it's Dollar Tree brand?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. I ain't sent it to you.
What you about to send to me on DZ?
Nah, I can send it to you on PlayStation.
Uh,
Just on that your phone.
oh yeah, no, I don't. No, I would not. You know, I'll be on DC on my computer.
Come see the new summer designs at Miss Bracknell's. Daring bodyscots and lighter petticoats to keep you from
I am
Oh, two,
in.
huh?
wilting.
Go ahead.
Oh, hold on.
Gentlemen dilettantes,
Two
amateurs
stream.
of the keenest
I don't know if I
interest,
mentioned this.
Toby son
I'm gonna
Jeffrey
start
will demonstrate tomorrow by
PowerPoints.
Cambridge.
Wait, never mind. Never mind. I probably didn't gave it away already. What you were saying? She's my fault. My fault.
No, I'm just looking for it. Looking for it. Yeah, these gonna become started though. I'm gonna take a picture of it though. And do the strawberry. I'm trying to find the cookies and cream.
Man, come on, bro. I don't know how to tell this guy.
Support the community. St. Mary's will be raising funds to repair storm damage to the steeple. God bless us
Heard
all.
what happened at the market. Boss wants everyone back at the shop.
Be worried about that business with the guards. I'm telling you, it's nothing. Haven't had a spot of trouble since I slipped away. Of course, I'm taking care to keep my distance.
Can't believe we're really gonna do this.
We'll be heroes. The ones who ended all this talk of revolution. They'll set us up like kings, they will. Revolution. Bunch of troublemakers looking to upstart.
Good folk. Really?
Of course. You and me and Hickey. Just some hard luck lads trying to survive. Revolution. Bunch of troublemakers looking to upset the apple cart. As some fool filled their heads with rubbish, ruining it for the rest of us good folk.
Really?
Of course. You and me and Hickey. Just some hard luck lads trying to survive in this cold, cruel
I feel like
world.
number one, bro. Number one is cookies and cream. Second, the
And then-
strawberry, and third, the peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Man, jeez, bro. Come on with that old shit, bro.
Man, you missing out.
Yo, you talking about peanut butter, butterscotch candy.
Speaking of peanut butter, I ain't gonna payday in a minute.
Payday. Ugh. Come on, bro. What is up with you, bro?
Like, what?
Payday? Nigga, did you just say payday?
Yes, bro.
Oh my god. Oh man, this nigga eats butt.
Bro, best snack bar.
You said, huh?
Payday is the best snack bar.
Nigga, what, nigga? The best snack? No, nigga, the best tech bar is. I ain't gonna. In my opinion, bro, I'll probably say.
He gonna say some crazy shit. He gonna say some crazy shit.
no, I'll say some real shit.
He gonna fuck around and say Twix. Nigga.
Hell, oh, nah, I'm not a big fan of Twix. My dad fucked with Twix though. My dad's a big Twix guy. But I'm more of like a Take Five type of guy.
What they called?
Take five.
Take five.
Take five.
That sound like some bootleg junk you find off.
Man, no, it's I ain't gonna lie. Snickers too though. Snickers fire.
Nah, I ain't better than Payday now.
Nigga, what?
I mean the ice cream. You talking about the ice cream Snickers? Yeah, that's all.
No, yeah, nah, the regular boy. The ice cream Snickers
What's
is
this?
fire though.
Thomas Hickey?
Take five. I ain't gonna let that look good with the pretzels inside.
With the press, yes, nigga. Take Five's fire. Yeah, Take Five's hard.
Yeah, that might be fire. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta try that.
Right. Ain't supposed to be none of your kind left.
I
might put it in the freezer though. I'm gonna buy separate packs.
This nigga
One for
always
the
gotta do
freezer.
something. This nigga always gotta do some extra shit. Nigga, just eat it. Just eat the shit regular.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna have some in the freezer.
Suppose I'd best be rectifying that then. Get
You
him!
gotta it's these ones candy bars too. They call whatchamacallits. Them kinda good too. They kinda got like the texture of a Twix, but a different taste. Kinda got like still like that wafer like that waferish texture.
Oh, you can make these at home. You can make a homemade version.
This nigga wanna make homemade? Oh my goodness.
Nah, see, you can make homemade.
Homemade Take Five.
Yeah.
Hey, jeez, bro. You an exotic nigga, bro.
But it's a cookie though. Like it's cookie dough in it. Like
You get away from there. That's my money. Touch those bills and I'll kill you.
they're gonna be chocolate though. It's gonna be chocolate pretzels though. I ain't actually gonna be playing.
Chocolate pretzels.
Yeah. You don't make chocolate pretzels?
Is that me? No, I like. I don't mess with chocolate pretzels. Hell no.
Oh, you tripping? Chocolate pretzels? Put them in the freezer? Come on. That's crazy.
Nah, I don't fuck with no chocolate pretzels, bro. That's the get your ass in so close.
Be still. You will do no more harm. You're a right fool meddling in affairs you know nothing about. Washington's the only...
Hey, cheese. Right. So let me ask you this, right? Do this throw you? Hey, do this kind of do this kind of? Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll be right back. Stream. Hold on.